So I want to address a big myth that's out there when it comes to how a company can increase their sales. What usually happens is a sales manager, a VP of sales, or a business owner will often just start looking for these incredible salespeople. Just a rock star salesperson. One of those people that just are built to sell. But you know what? Finding that type of salesperson, finding a rock star, that actually won't solve your sales issues. That's really a myth. Number one, they are like unicorns. Unicorns don't exist. The perfect salesperson is not out there. But let's pretend you find this unicorn and you plug them into your system. Now, maybe they're your only salesperson. You're gonna get by for a while. You probably do pretty well. But I want you to imagine, what if that salesperson leaves? What happens to your business? What type of fear is gonna come over you? How stressful is that? I would personally probably go into a panic. Now, another problem with this type of thinking is if you try to insert one of these people into your sales team, they're usually gonna tear it apart. Usually they play by their own rules. They don't wanna follow your systems or your processes. It'll seem like they're getting special treatment. And that will tear apart the morale on your sales team. So here's the point that I really want to make. When you're building any business, you want to really put all of your focus on the process. The power is in the sales process, not the people. I want to illustrate this point by kind of sharing a story with you. I want you to imagine that you owned a restaurant and you want good food in this restaurant, obviously. So let's say you go out and you hire just a rock star chef, right? The unicorn chef, the 1 in a billion chef. Now I want to ask you these questions. What happens when the chef needs a night off? What happens when the chef goes on vacation? What happens if you want to open up a new restaurant? Your business dies, right? Your business lives and dies based on that one chef. Now, let's say none of that stuff happens and it works out and your chef works 7 days a week and he never takes vacation and he's happy as a clam and he just keeps going. And you get to the point where I want a second restaurant or a third restaurant. You can't, right? You can't replicate that chef. He can't be in 2 places at the same time. So you might have a thriving restaurant, but if you want a different kind of business, then you probably don't want to put all of your focus on that rock star, on that unicorn. What you want to focus on is finding people that fit into your sales system, that fit into your sales process. That's a lot easier to do. That's a lot easier to build upon. Those people are easier to find. Those people are easier to replicate. And it's easier to expand and scale that type of system. Look at McDonald's. McDonald's is basically run by 16 and 17-year-old kids. But McDonald's sells a lot of hamburgers, a lot of French fries, right? How does McDonald's do that? Well, you know what? Everything's systematized. From their HR process, to the way they put together the burgers, to the way they manage a restaurant, to the way they build the restaurants, to the equipment they use, the food suppliers they have. Now, maybe that burger is not as good as what the chef would put out. In fact, I guarantee it's probably not as good. So you just have to decide for yourself, do you want the world's best burger and just own a small business that lives and dies based on 1 or 2 people? Or do you want a business that can operate without you, that can scale basically infinitely and can run no matter who you place in the system? But if you want a business that can operate without you, you don't want to hire rock star salespeople. You want to put all of your focus on the systems and the processes and let those do the work. Then your people don't have to be rock stars. They don't have to be heroes every day. They don't have to save the day. And you as a business owner will get predictable, reliable results every time. So if you're just getting started with this and you don't have any type of sales system or process in place, one quick, easy thing you can do is simply start documenting what you're already doing. Who are you talking to? What conversations are you having? What problems are you solving? What's getting in the way? Now, after you do that for a while, you're gonna have a pretty simple 1, 2, 3-step process, at least to have a basic idea of the conversation you need to have with each prospect. Now, the longer you do that, you're gonna start to see what's really working, what's not working, and what's missing, and your system will start to evolve. Now, when we built our system, our sales system, it took about 3 or 4 years to really get it dialed in. So it will take some time, but it's definitely possible, and you can start doing that today. So hey, I hope you found this to be valuable. If you did, feel free to share it.